And in this video, I'll show you 10 fixes that you can just implement right away. Let's get into it. So first, let's get some terminology right. We have two terms that are often misused. So first, we have the sales cycle, which is how long it takes on average from first contact until closed won, right? And so you calculate this by just summarizing the days it took to close each deal. So this is a bunch of numbers. And you divide that by the number of deals you actually closed, right? And so an example for this, right? You have one deal that took 10 days, one that took 20, one that took 30, right? You have 3 closed deals and they took this much time. So you do all of this together, which is 60 days. And then you divide it by the total amount of deals, which is 3. And then you get 20 days, which is now your sales cycle, right? Your average sales cycle. And then another term is sales velocity. So this just shows you how much money you make per day. And I wanted to cover this because people always, like there's some people that think this is the exact same thing. Some people mix this up. So I just wanted to clarify. And sales velocity is also really interesting because if you reduce your sales cycle, your velocity goes up, obviously. So the equation for this is the number of deals times the average deal value times win rate divided by the sales cycle time that you calculated here. All right. So to know sales velocity, you need to know your sales cycle. Okay. So you take the number of deals per day, right? So 20 deals per day, and your average deal value is $500. So that's $500 per deal times a 25% win rate. So 0.25. Okay. That's just like an industry average around 30%. Let's just go with 25 divided by 10 days in your sales cycle, right? So if this actually came out to 10 days, then you just input that number here. So your sales velocity from this equation is $250 per day, right? And so if you cut your sales cycle in half, you make 2 times the money per day. So by decreasing your sales cycle, you actually make more money per month, obviously. So in a way, we're increasing revenue, just not per customer. And so let's get straight into the fixes. So we're going to start with the appointment booking / lead generation system. All right. So the first fix is to actively disqualify people who take way too long to just close, right? Simple. So first, you analyze all your past deals, all right? Put them in a spreadsheet, and you're going to filter them by the days it took them to close, right? And you'll have a lot of deals in a normal range, and you'll have outliers in both directions, meaning some take extremely long and some basically closed right away. Those are both outliers. And you're going to see that on your spreadsheet when you analyze the data. So this is an example. You're going to have one that just closed instantly, one in 1 day, 3 days, right? That's way too fast. Then you have some like 14 days, 14, 15, 17, 18. That's all in a normal range. And then you have like 35, 46, and 49 days, which are outliers on the other side, okay? And obviously, this doesn't have to be 14 days. You just see what's most common for you. Like if you have a more complicated product, then 35, 46, like 2 months could be the normal range. 6 months could also be a normal range, right? It really depends on what you're selling. And then if you have enough data, so deals, then you can find common characteristics. And if you have enough data, so deals, you can find common characteristics of your outliers towards the slow side, okay? So we don't want to necessarily cut out the fast side because that's just not what we're trying to do, but we want to analyze these people, okay? The slow ones. And then you write down what they have in common, and you write down things that they have that people in the normal range don't have, right? And now in your appointment booking system, you need to adjust everything. So your calendar questions for inbound leads or your SDR scripts, right? If it's outbound, to actively qualify people to only get clients in your normal sales cycle length. So if you notice that everyone that took longer than 30 days to close didn't have a specific problem in their process that you solve, that the ones in the normal range did have, then you make an active effort to ask if they have that problem before they ever book a meeting. And now if they don't, you just disqualify them because you know if they don't have this problem, they're going to take way too long to close. Okay? So that's the first fix.